Welcome viewers to She Power, where we celebrate women making extraordinary strides in improving their lives and those around them in their different fields. Today with me on set, I have Grace Wanene, who is Miss Laikipia County. Karibu, She Power.
Thank you
Now,
so much.
I think reading your story and the initiative that you're doing, which you'll share with us shortly, the question is, how did you get into that line of work and giving back to the community?
So thank you so much for having me today.
You're most welcome.
The reason I got into pageantry was because I wanted a platform to do what I'm doing now through Drawing Dreams initiative. Mm-hmm. So that was in 2013 in October, and I got into my first pageant. Mm-hmm. And then after a year, that is last year, around 2 years, last year August, that's when I started Drawing Dreams initiative through my passions, that is wildlife and environmental conservation, mm-hmm. and also girl-child education, which is so critical, especially in our county. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Now, going to the beauty part, tell us about the different crowns that you've had the opportunity and privilege to have, won.
So in 2013, in October, I won Miss Tourism Laikipia County. Mm-hmm. And then in 2014, I competed for Miss Earth Kenya, where I was the first runners-up. And then last year I was appointed to represent Laikipia County at Miss World Kenya. Then I became the top 5. Well, I've not yet achieved my dream, which is representing Kenya on an international platform, which I'm hoping will come true this year.
Amazing. And we wish you all the best with that.
Thank you.
Growing up, did you ever see yourself walking down this particular line, beauty with a purpose?
Not really, but I was this firstborn who always wanted to go ahead and surprise herself in everything she does. Mm-hmm. Then in secondary school, that's when I realized I will do this maybe someday. Though in our school, we didn't have opportunities to try modeling out, especially like Miss South Tetu. I was in South Tetu Girls in Nyeri. Mm-hmm. So after completing my studies and coming out there, I knew this was it. So I taught myself through YouTube videos from Miss USA pageants, my favorite national pageant in the world. Uh-huh. Yeah, and through that, imagine I got to know how to walk in heels, to speak, because you
walk, the whole.
Yeah, because you need to know how to speak as well, to communicate your purpose and why you are doing it, and also maybe a little makeup skills, all that package. Yeah, so when I was going there for auditions, I was like somebody who had done it before, but that was my first time to ever do it.
You just trained and worked at it all the way. Yeah, that's really amazing.
I believed in myself and I did it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, many people and many Kenyans out there do not understand what it takes to be a beauty queen. People see this perfect face, this perfect girl, perfect smile, and the waving. Yeah, maybe you can share with us what really it takes, because I know it's a lot of hard work.
It's really a lot of hard work, especially when you're in school. I deferred for a semester actually. Wow. Yeah, for that, you really need to know how, apart from catwalking, you need to know how to speak, you need to know how to be graceful in whatever you do. You also need to know how to groom yourself. It's a whole package which entails a lot of hard work, and still there are a lot of imperfections behind that. There are a lot of challenges, especially from people. What the society expects you to be like and who you're supposed to be like your authentic self. Mm-hmm. So it's really demanding.
It is. But you're still in there and fighting on. Yeah. That's amazing. And you're Miss Laikipia. Have you lived in Laikipia all your life?
Not all my life. I was born in Nyahururu, which is in Laikipia West, then to Machakos, then to Meru. Ushago is in Meru. Recently in January we moved to Nanyuki. Though initially we were in Nyahururu, which is Laikipia West, so Nanyuki is Laikipia East. And I school in Nakuru, so I just rotate around there. Yeah.
Amazing. Tell us a bit about Laikipia County. Being its front lady in the beauty pageant department. Share with us, what are the goods and the bads of Laikipia County?
Laikipia County has amazing good things, especially in wildlife. We have all wild animals, all the big 5, and we also have the northern white rhinos, the only 3 remaining in the whole world.
And they're in Laikipia?
Yeah, they're in Laikipia. Amazing. At Pageantry. We also have the only bear in East Africa, a black bear in Oljogi.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's really amazing.
Yeah, and then some friendly elephants that you can feed and really take nice photos with them in Oljogi still. Like they're enormous ranches and conservancies. Laikipia is amazing. And then we have like 18 tribes or 18 to 22 tribes of Kenya that we live together. It's a cosmopolitan county. Yeah, and then the beautiful thing is we've never had any post or pre-election violence. Like peace is our thing.
In Laikipia County.
Yeah.
I think I might consider moving there.
True, you should come. And the environment is amazing.
That's really good. And Grace, maybe you can share with us, being this sort of public figure for your county, and you're so young, you have so much going on for you, does the pressure ever get to you?
There's a lot of pressure, but for me, I believe it's up to you to manage it. So I really try to manage the pressure. I don't like it getting into my head, or they portray you like some celeb, and that's not. Like for me, I've not yet achieved what I really want. So when you let the little things get into your head, you'll end up becoming somebody who you're not. So I kind of get it off my head. I don't like it sinking in. And the pressure, I just leave it. Like I live my life. Yeah.
Taking it
Easy.
all as it comes.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to Drawing Dreams initiative, I think first and foremost, off the top of my head, it's a very interesting title for your not-for-profit organization. Maybe where did it come from?
I don't know. There was a time I was in high school, and then I love drawing by the calligraphy especially. So I had that title inside a diary when I was in high school. Then after that, when I began this, I was like, yes, that's it, drawing dreams, because we are helping these children realize their dreams and drawing them, helping them build themselves, to achieve it.
Amazing. Tell us about some of the programs that you have running within Drawing Dreams initiative, and are they confined to Laikipia County or nationwide?
So we have 3 objectives. The first one is girl child education and education as a whole, and then wildlife and environmental conservation awareness, and then the other one is life skills empowerment and mentorship. Right now we are within Laikipia County. They have done a little bit out of Laikipia in Nyeri, my former school, and also in Nakuru, though our main area is Laikipia. At least till we maybe grow and be able to partner with other organizations. Yeah, true.
Okay, amazing. And what has been the feedback of the people of Laikipia County, being there, Miss Laikipia, and also having this thing that's meant to uplift the community and sort of safeguard the environment within there? What's been the feedback on the ground?
It's been amazing, because like for wildlife and environmental conservation, there's a book. I did manage to come with a copy. There's a kid's book that I've written. It's called Let's Go Wild. So we use this book to teach kids how to conserve and the environment and to take care of their wildlife, because I believe when they are nurtured about this when they are little, they definitely grow up conscious about how to be conservatives. Yeah, and then also the girls empowerment program. We partner with various organizations like the Raja Academy, any organization doing that, but lately people have been saying that people are talking so much about girls, which is not the case. When you go down to the ground, you'll find that actually what we are doing is like 20%.
Oh yeah, there's still a lot going on.
Yeah, female genital mutilation is still going on. Children are being married off, even from class 4, class 6. So even them going to school and then going back home during their holidays and finding their friends who have been married off, they kind of feel like we are not doing the right thing by going to school. So it's one thing to get them to school, and another thing to let them know it's right to be in school, because their future is way big than any of these barriers.
That's really amazing, and I think that's the positive thinking that we need.
Yeah, true.
Because I think the perception that we are doing too much about girls is really misconceived, because the statistics on the ground speak the opposite of what everybody's saying.
True. Like there's this school called Reteti Primary School. In that school, it's not even like well built, but they have a whole staff room where they've divided it to create a dorm for the girls from class 6 to 8, so that they do not go home after school, for them to stay in school till class 8. I mean, you should come
Stay in
and
school
see. Yeah.
to do what?
So that they can board in school, like a way of not getting them home after school 5 p.m. Yeah, because if they go home, you're not sure, maybe 50% of them will not come back to school. They'll either be married off or anything can happen.
So they're trained to keep them
So
away
they
from early
try,
marriage and
true,
stuff.
yeah. And it's a
Wow.
very, like, the amazing thing is the scarce resources, they are trying to make use of them. Like, it's just a wooden block called the staff room and they divide it into two. It's so amazing, yeah.
That's wonderful. I mean, that's a really good initiative from that school, you know, trying to stop it.
Yeah.
And, you know, as we take a break to end this part of our conversation, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we get to find out more about the programs within the Drawing Dreams initiative. Do keep it She Power on WTV Kenya. Welcome back, viewers, to She Power, where we celebrate all things women. Women doing extraordinary things in their different fields and in whatever capacity they stand in. Today on set, I'm joined by Grace Wanene, who is Miss Laikipia County 2016. Karibu.
Asante sana.
Going back into our discussion and Drawing Dreams initiative, there's one very specific area that I think our conversation is focusing on, and it's women, amongst the very many other things that your organization is focusing on. Now, female genital mutilation is something that you've highlighted in your profile. And are there high numbers in Laikipia County? Let's start off with that.
Yeah, there are a bit high numbers, though different organizations are trying to really push the agenda and go into the communities, because it also takes the boy child to say that it's okay, I'll marry a girl who has not been cut. Yeah, so it's really an intense discussion. You know, it's something which has been there for years and years. It's kind of hard to break a culture that has been there for long. So also involving the local community, like it's first them to accept it, and then now we come in and help that reduce, though it's there.
Yeah. And what about, given that we have all these communities within Laikipia, have we had any of them standing up and saying we don't support FGM, and you know, maybe others that you've partnered with as Drawing Dreams initiative?
True, like there is the Raja Academy, which sponsors girls who have been neglected, or girls who have tried to get to class 8 and performed well. Instead of them getting back home and getting married, they get these girls and then they get them to school. They sponsor the girls from Form 1 to Form 4 free. And then there's also 5 months of a transition program that they do. And then after the transition program, they kind of go into a shadowing process, like they go to attachment, where they shadow, maybe with a nurse, they go to hospitals according to their passions, that the things they want to do. True, and that's amazing, and I really love what they do. They're also Maasai cricket warriors. You've heard of them?
Oh yeah,
yeah. They're really doing that to end FGM. Yeah,
that's wonderful.
True.
And as your organization, what has been your experience on the ground? Have you gotten to interact with, you know, young ladies fleeing FGM or early marriages and all these other things that young girls have to face?
Yeah, I've gotten to the ground in Dol, and it was horrified for me getting to see it's real. So for now, you know, we just have to, for us, we are trying to help them, like in school, to get stationary materials. We call it DDI stationary drive, and sanitary towels, and also life skills empowerment and mentorship. So with these other people, these other organizations, we get the girls from home, and then they're taken to school, and then we nurture them through the process of school.
Amazing work you're doing, Grace. I mean, we wish you all the best as you continue with that. And you mentioned life skills and mentorship, which is a co-tenet of Drawing Dreams initiative. So as a young trailblazer and trendsetter out there, did you get any mentorship yourself?
No, I really didn't have somebody who mentored me. In our home, I'm like the firstborn of even the cousins. I'm the eldest. Yeah, but I'm aggressive in terms of acquiring information and checking a lot of videos from YouTube, especially. You see, even in my pageant career, I learned everything through YouTube. Yeah. So even things like I coach myself through it. Then we had a seminar early May. yeah, in Nairobi with the European Union guys, the Active for Future program. At least that was another platform where I got to learn more about life skills, empowerment, and mentorship. So I'm really equipped, and I'm happy to share that with other young people in our county.
That is amazing. Mentorship being, a very important aspect that has been identified most recently, especially in professions and, people who want to achieve things. Do you think if you would have had mentorship at a young age, what impact would it have had in who you are right now and, who you wanted to become?
I think it would have made a good impact. Maybe I'd be a little better, but I don't even focus on that. I don't regret that because that has given me the drive to mentor other young people. And also, I'm not like the only one in Dream Dreams initiative. We have volunteers, and most of them are campus students. Yeah, so it's an initiative run by young people, and these young people also doing the same thing. So I found it really necessary to involve the young people. So we have like 5 professionals within the organization, so we do it ourselves, and that is also gaining. When you give, you gain. I think it works. It really works. Yeah, so these girls and boys have also built their confidence. They are not like any other student in their campuses. So like in mentorship when I was growing up has really changed me in a positive way.
That's good. And I mean, you're giving back to other young girls and making sure they're getting their mentorship in good time. And as we continue to look at some of the problems and issues that you highlight within Dreams initiative, there's one that's standing out for me on a national outlook, and that's cattle rustling. I mean, what's the situation on the ground, and what do you think? How do we change the script?
That's kind of difficult. It's a challenge in our county, especially right now. There's a bit of dry season, so such challenges go a long way, because if the people who went out to do that include young people, they'll not be productive in whatever they do. Like if in school, they'll just go to school and they'll not do a lot of positive things. Maybe they'll just go acquire the, how it for system is. So, but with life skills, empowerment, everything changes. Their thinking changes, the outlook of life changes. So they're both equipped with the learning stuff and also life skills issues.
Amazing. So do you see that acting as an as a positive in terms of reducing the rates of cattle rustling and all this community infights and the like?
If they're able to stand up for themselves and disagree with what maybe their parents are telling them, to join them out in doing this stuff, maybe a cattle rustling, which is going to get cattle from other communities in terms of wealth, then that will not happen anymore. Because they'll be bold to say enough is enough. We can't be doing things all the time.
Great. Amazing. And as we wind up this segment, maybe you can tell us, in the next 5 years, where do we see Drawing Dreams initiative and you as Grace Wanene?
Let me start by me. I think I'm an aspiring diplomat, so after my degree I'll do something else in relation to that, and I hope I'll have built a good network and maybe going into that, and also running DDI, we call it DDI,
Dreams Initiative,
which I hope will have a community resource center somewhere. Of course we have an office in Nanyuki town, but I'd like us to have a resource center inside the communities, especially in Laikipia North, where people can maybe pop in once in a while and get information, and still a central place for us to be meeting and then going out to reach out to the communities. Sometimes it's challenging because guys are in school, so I just have maybe sometimes to work with the other professionals, though they come in sometimes when they have free sessions. And then also partnering with like-minded organizations from other parts of the country, so that you can be able to work with them around the country and see what they do, but they have to be with the same objectives as us.
Most definitely.
And
we wish you all the best as you
much.
Continue trailblazing along your path.
Thank you.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time where we find out our guests' fun facts. This is She Fun Facts right here on She Power. Today my guest is Grace Wanene, who is Miss Laikipia County 2016. And now getting straight into it, what is your favorite dancing style?
Ballet.
Ballet?
Yeah.
You dance ballet?
Yeah.
Amazing. I did not know that. That's wonderful. And number 2, do you love children?
Yes, kabisa. I love children.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So what's the most weird thing you can do physically, like with a body part? Like the people can roll their tongue in one. What's yours?
Oh, I don't know if it's weird, but the tapping of feet and hands, like I can really do that. Yeah.
Like multitasking at the same time.
Yeah, like music rhythm with my hands and feet.
Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Next time, we'd love to see that.
Yep.
And now to our favorite part, we love to improve our English. And here we have a tongue twister. So you're going to repeat it 3 times for me. Are you ready?
Yes.
Great. Here you go. In purple.
Imagining an imaginary
Take it.
managerial manager, imagining an imaginary manager. Okay. Imagining an imaginary manager, imagining an imaginary manager.
Manager. One more time. You're doing well.
Imagining an imaginary manager, imagining an imaginary manager. This is
Manager.
fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
I think you aced it. Thank you so much, Grace, for
Thank you, too.
gracing us with your presence right
Thank
here at
you.
She Power. And truly, we wish you all the best in
Thank
your
you.
endeavors, especially
Thank
with DDI. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been She Power, where we celebrate all things women. I've had with me on set Grace Wanene, who is the founder, director of Drawing Dreams Initiative and Miss Laikipia County 2016. I hope you've picked up a point or two and are feeling inspired on this wonderful day. I've been your host, Linda Kroeger. This has been She Power. Keep it WTV Kenya.